Hello everyone, it's Sydney here, and today I want to show you something that I've been working on for the last couple of days. It's pretty cool, to be honest, so let's just start with Guitar 3 and you will see what I mean. So, as you can see, I've changed the font. So, I've changed it up with a SpongeBob font. Now, this isn't important. Well, it's part of what I'm gonna show anyways. So, you can also go to a song, and you will see that when I start playing, the text is, the score is blue. Now, this is what I'm gonna show you in this tutorial, how you can change out your fonts to any font you want, really, in reality. There are some limitations right now, though, but we are working on ways to make it easier for you to do this, but for now, this is the way you have to do this. I think this is probably the easiest way you can actually, like, literally change out the fonts, for now, but in time we'll actually make proper programs to make the fonts directly from like a true type font or whatever. So for those of you who just want to switch out your fonts and, like, for example, have a purple score or whatever, you will only need one program. That's Queen Bee. It's linked in the description for those of you that doesn't have this yet. What Queen Bee does, it lets you edit files that are like within the Guitar 3 files. Alright, so in the description there's also a download for this folder, which has a bunch of Guitar 3 fonts in it. So it has all the original fonts right here. So in case you decide that, nah, I don't want to have one of the fonts that I put in, so I want to change back to the original ones, they are right here so that you can do that. I also included, one menu font, which is the SpongeBob font. That's the one that you saw in the game that I had up just now. I also made a bunch of score fonts, so like purple, red, sky blue, yellow, whatever, as well as two other ones, Comic Sans and another font that I just tested out, but I kept it in there just because I could. Yes, so you will need Queen Bee, so get that. So once you've got that, the file you gotta load up is located in normally in program files, Aspire, Guitar 3, Data, and Zones. You gotta load up globalpack.zen. So click load, and what you should see is that if you order them by type, you will see all these .fnt files. Those are actually the fonts in the game. So in order to switch out the font, I included a GH3 fonts.txt in the zip file that you should download even when editing files. So I've included what all the different things are. So I'm going to change out the score counter in this case. So here's the score counter. It's num A9 Cobek B74. Right, Cobek B74. We can remember that. So let's see. Yeah, I had it checked there. Cobek B74. That's our score font. So we right click this and we click replace file. And let's say, what color do we want? We want whatever. Let's do this rainbow one. Alright. And once you clicked open, that's everything you gotta do. And now you can run the game. So let's just go check this one out. Just put it in the game. So So as you can see, the font is now rainbow colored. Cool. Okay, so that's how you change out the score font. Now, if you have downloaded any other fonts, I advise that the people that actually make the fonts, which I will show in the second part here, actually name like E7A, whatever it's called in the original fonts, so it's easier for everyone else that downloads it, really. So, you can put these score fonts on any other font that you want. Like, you can put any of these fonts on any of these fonts. So, like, if you want to have the menu as the score, well, you can just do that. You just replace it with this one, font grid title GH3. That's the menu one, as we can see in our text. Main menu font grid title GH3. So yeah, you just gotta, if you want to switch out so it's compatible, like for example the menu fonts, then you gotta make sure that you replace the exact right one. So E7A CCE, that's this one right here. If you want to replace the menu, you replace this one. Alright, so that's how you replace the fonts. Now in this next part, I'm going to show you how you can create your own fonts. This is a little bit more complicated, but it shouldn't be too difficult. So, I'll just keep these three open. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how you can actually create your own fonts. So, like if you want Comic Sans, for example, I don't know why you would want that, but you can still do that. I'll show you how right now. So, to create your own fonts, you will need three more programs, well, two more programs. You will need this called HXD, which is a hex editor. This is a program that you absolutely need. And you'll need this program called Pop. What this program does, it just exports DDS files. Like, I tried to export the DDS files in like paint.net, but it exported it wrongly, and whenever I did the hex editing, the game just crashed. So, but with Pop, it actually exports it properly. So, just use this so to make sure that it will work. Anyways, so you will also need a photo editing software that can, well, preferably that can open DDS files. It doesn't have to be able to open DDS files, but it will have to be able to export DDS files. Or, well, maybe not, but the files have to be DDS when you actually do the hex editing. That's the point. So, it's just easier if you have a program that can actually do DDS like this. Right, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna make a new score font, a color which I haven't made yet. I'm gonna make a pink one. So let's just find our score counter, Cobek B74. So let's find the DDS files. Yes, so I've included like all the pictures of these, like these fonts that are right here in this DDS one. So let's find this one, Cobek. Let's open this one. And this is the score font right here. Right, so I want to make a pink one. So let's just change the color of this quick. Like that. Right, so now we got a hot pink right here. Now, if you want to like add your own letters and stuff, you just have to like make sure that it matches up. So you have the 0 right here, for example. Like, just add a new layer and like add a 0 like this, and make sure that it matches up with the other thing, and a 1 the same way, just like so. That will just make sure that everything lines up properly and like nothing gets cut off. But yeah, you just gotta do that for every single character. So like 2, etc, etc. So that's how you do that, but I'm not gonna do that in this. I'm just gonna have a pink one. Okay, so I just saved this one. You save it somewhere where you can find it. So I'm gonna go to my desktop and just make a folder called pink font and just put this pink score in it. Or like, let's just do work in progress like this. Now, just it doesn't matter what options you do here. Actually, just do the GH3 so it's has everything. Like if you have transparency, this can deal with that. So just do GH3. Now we gotta open up the pop program and open up our pink score work in progress that we just made. So here you can see it actually opens it properly. Save it as, just do pink score. And remember to save as the type DDS. So that would just do DXT5. It doesn't matter, well, it shouldn't matter which one of these you do, but DXT5 is good because it has everything. And it doesn't crash the game no matter what, so just do DXT5 because it works for every single case. So save it as DXT5. Now we're gonna do hex editing. So what we want to do, find your pink font right here. So you want to open this one, open it with HXD, and find where it says DDS. That should be at the very top. Now we also want to open the original font itself. So the original font was the num A9 here. So open that also with HXD hex editor. So now we gotta find DDS. The reason why we're doing this hex editing, by the way, is to actually get the info from the actual font itself, because everything that's after DDS here, that's info for the image itself. Now before here, like everything here, is info saying where the characters are, like how they're lined up, and like what characters are actually in the font itself. So this info just needs to be transferred over to the font that we just created. So just grab all of this, scroll all the way to the top, select absolutely everything that's before DDS. This is important, just absolutely everything, or else the game will crash. So you copy this, open up this pink score, just put it in front of the DDS, and just do OK on this. It changes the file size, but that doesn't matter to us. So yeah, now you see it's pasted everything in here above. Now I want to save this as pinkscore.qb, oops, .qb.xn. Now that you've done this, that should be your font done. Alright, so in order to test this out, you replace the font. So replace this with the one that we just created, pinkscore.qb.xn. And now it should be in the game, so let's test out our new font. Or, well, our new color, I guess. Oops. Alright, so, moment of truth. Did it work? It seems like it did. We have a pink score. Awesome. So that's how you change the fonts and create your own ones. Now, it's worth, I think did I already say this? I can't even remember, but yeah, all of these that you have in this GH3 fonts, all of these, well, not all of those, but all of these, right? Any of these fonts can be replaced with any of these. Just to show that to you, we have this one, A11 large. That's a really, really big font, so it shouldn't really be compatible, you know, because, well, the score is in the thing. So we can, let's just replace this with the A11 large and run the game again. the score will look completely messed up. It will look like this. But it's just showing that you can, there's actually quite a bit of flexibility when it comes to editing these fonts, because you can have like any other font you want. These fonts as well can also have like an actual texture to them. They don't have to be white or whatever. They can actually have a texture as well. Oh yeah, and that's about it. I guess I could just say that, well, I still don't remember if I even said this, but all of these can be switched with any other one, so that like absolutely every font can be put into every other one. So it's just good. So yeah, that was everything I had to show in this tutorial, and I hope you find this helpful. If there are any more questions though, feel free to post a comment about it, and I will try to answer that comment as well as I can. Alright, so have fun editing fonts.